Hey everyone, it is Vincent for the Nerd One podcast, here today to tell you about the Anchor app. So if you ever want to start a podcast for yourself to spread throughout the world, Anchor is the way to do it. For multiple reasons. One, it's free. Download the app, you create your account, you start making your podcast. They even help you with creation tools to make your podcast, editing right on the application. Anchor will distribute for you. You're going to be on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, just by signing up. And you can actually make money from this podcast. You can activate sponsorships. And everything you need to make a podcast is right here on the app. So, go to the Apple App Store, go to the Google Play Store, download the Anchor app for free, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hello, welcome to the Nerd One podcast. I am your host, Vincent. In today's show, we got some fun news to talk to you guys about. Some stuff about the Emmys and a possible sequel to a not very favorited film. So sit down, buckle up, we're going to nerd out. Alright, let's get on with it then. So, there's a rumor going around that Disney is exploring the idea of doing a solo sequel movie. Now, I saw some multiple sources, and I'm hoping that they're just not quoting each other because, having multiple sources on one thing kind of is helpful. But from what I've read, there's a following to this movie, and that they're petitioning for this movie to get a sequel. Now, those who saw it and those who remember this, the ending to the movie totally left it open for a sequel, with Darth Maul revealing himself as being the source of all the trouble that the movie had been dealing with. Now, this is coming after it's being rumored as well that Disney is looking at doing a Lando series based off Donald Glover's version of Lando. Now, I can see the solo sequel actually happening if the Lando series gets a green light and is successful. Because to be honest, the best part of the solo movie was Lando. Just kind of seeing him in his kind of younger form was just awesome. But we'll kind of see what happens with that. Because who knows if Donald Glover really wants to do it. And if the original cast of Solo wants to return to do it over again. Who knows? Next up, a little more Star Wars news. So, The Mandalorian has done something that Star Wars rarely ever sees. It got some nominations for Emmys. Yeah, right? Kind of cool. And it wasn't just one or two. That show, The Mandalorian, brought in 15 nominations, including Outstanding Drama Series, Outstanding Fantasy Sci-Fi Costumes, Outstanding Music Composition, and many, many more. And if you haven't seen the series, I'm going to ask you, why not? There's free trials still in Disney Plus. You can binge this in that 7-day trial that they're going to give you. And the show is so worth it. I believe we did a review of this back when it came out, so it's been almost a year now since I did the review. And we actually may go back and do a second look because of all these nominations. So, want to go explore the galaxy again with us? Also, in the way nominations, Watchmen, the TV show on HBO, it scored 26 nominations. And that's insane. This is a good year for nerdom in the way nominations. Watchmen was just such a weird show, and it was so cool. And I didn't think it would do that well in the Emmy nominations, really any recognition whatsoever, even for The Mandalorian. But it's just knocked it out of the park. Both these shows knocked it out of the park. Now, for The Watchmen, it's based off of the comic book series, not the movie. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great. I mean, it was graphic, it was gory, it was a lot of fun, but apparently not a lot of people did, especially the showrunners and show creators for the Washington TV series, because they made a point that you would know that this was based off the comics, not off of the movie itself. So that's kind of really awesome. Now, one little extra tidbit as well. Warner Brothers announced that they're going to be launching out a Death in the Family movie. Well, I guess it'd be Death in the Family anime movie. Now, there's a fun twist to this as well. Spoiler alert. Okay, cool. You get to decide Jason Todd's fate. So, they're saying this will be a prequel to the Honor the Red Hood cartoon movie, which was phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's good. It's well done, well animated, well voiced. The whole thing is just amazing. But the twist to this, to Death in the Family, is that you get to decide if Jason Todd lives, dies, or somehow cheats death. So apparently the reason why they're doing this is because back when this comic first came out, there was actually a 900 number you could call. Now, well, actually, there's two of them. The comic came out, at the end of the comic, it had the explosion where Robin was being held, and you call one number saying that the Joker has failed and Robin lives. Or you can call a whole different number, and it will actually be the Joker succeeds and Robin does not survive. Now, as we all know, you should all know, that more calls came in for Jason Todd to die. Apparently he was hated that much that people actually would pay money to call in to say, hey, we hate him that much, let the Joker kill him. But they had a fun little twist to this whole story in the comics. Again, we're spoiler territory. That he was resurrected by Ra's al Ghul, but before he could be, retrained or anything like that, he ran off and basically took on the identity of the Red Hood. At first being a vigilante anti-hero, slowly being remolded as years went on to become a Red Hood and becoming an ally Batman. And my partner Ghost actually likes that character. That's him expressing his opinion on it. So guys, that's all I have for you this time. So once again, my name is Vincent. This is Nerd One Podcast, and that's Ghost. Come find us on social. We're on Twitter, or on Facebook, or Instagram. So stay safe out there. Wash your hands. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.